Do you want to be a let passer? Hi, we are Team Lachitas and today we'll take you on a brief yet meaningful journey as we explore the deeper truths and historical importance behind the masterpiece, Spolarium. In this video, we will go through a series of 10 questions that will help you review and reflect on the key points from our seminar. These questions cover the historical background, artistic features, and symbolism within the painting.
By the end of this video reviewer, you should be able to recall important facts about Spolarium and its painter, Juan Luna, understand the themes and messages hidden within the painting, analyze the cultural and historical context in which Spolarium was created, and lastly is to strengthen your knowledge and confidence for any upcoming assessments related to this topic.
This video reviewer is designed to help you review key concepts in a clear and organized way, prepare effectively for quizzes or exams, reinforce your understanding of Spolarium through visual and auditory learning, and appreciate the significance of Filipino art in our national identity.
For question number 1, which Filipino painter is celebrated for his painting Spolarium, a renowned masterpiece that depicts a scene from Roman history? A. Carlos Botong Francisco, B. Juan Luna, C. Fernando Amorsolo, D. Vicente Manansala. The correct answer is B. Juan Luna. Juan Luna is one of the greatest Filipino painters in history, and his most famous work is Spolarium. Completed in 1884, it portrays dead gladiators being dragged away from the Roman arena, symbolizing the suffering and exploitation of Filipinos under Spanish rule. The painting earned him a gold medal in the Exposición Nacional de Bellas Artes in Madrid. Why others are wrong? For letter A, because he is known for murals depicting Filipino life and heroes, not Spolarium. For letter C, he is famous for idyllic countryside scenes and use of natural lighting, not political themes. Last, for letter D, he is a modernist and a cubist painter, not a realist like Luna. For question number 2, where was the painting Spolarium submitted to in 1884? A. Tate Modern in London, UK. B. Louvre Museum in Paris, France. C. Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, USA. D. Exposición de Bellas Artes in Madrid, Spain. The correct answer is letter D. Exposición de Bellas Artes in Madrid, Spain. Because Juan Luna submitted Spolarium to the prestigious Exposición Nacional de Bellas Artes in Madrid, where it won the gold medal. This was a major victory for Filipinos, proving that they could achieve artistic excellence at par with Europeans. Why others are wrong? For letter A, it opened in 2000 and didn't exist in 1884. For letter B, the Louvre is a major French museum, but Spolarium was not submitted there. For letter C, it is based in US and not involved with Luna's European recognition. For question number 3, what is the iconic plane of the painting Spolarium? A. The art studio of Juan Luna. B. The Colosseum basement. C. A Roman marketplace. D. A Spanish cathedral. The correct answer is B. The Colosseum basement. The Spolarium takes place in the basement of Roman Colosseum, where fallen gladiators are stripped of their armor and dignity. This grim location sets the emotional tone and represents the oppression and dehumanization of colonized people. Why others are wrong? For letter A, because that's where he painted it, not the painting setting. For letter C, it is not related to gladiator fights. Last, for letter D, it is not depicted or symbolized in the artwork.
Question number 4. What is the central color that attracts the most attention in the painting Spolarium? A. Red, B. Green, C. Yellow, D. Blue. The correct answer is A, red, because red is the most dominant and striking color in Spolarium. It represents blood, violence, and suffering, drawing the viewer's eyes to the center of the composition. The color red emphasizes the brutality of the gladiator's death. Why others are wrong? Green, yellow, and blue are present but subdued and serve secondary roles in the overall palette. Question number 5. What does the woman on the right in the painting Spolarium symbolize? A. Preparing for battle, B. Celebrating a victory, C. Mourning over the loss of gladiator, and D. Ignoring the scene. The correct answer is C. Mourning over the loss of gladiator. Because the woman on the right side in the painting is depicted as grieving. She represents sorrow and loss, mourning a fallen loved one, symbolizing the Filipino people mourning the loss of freedom and dignity under colonial rule. Why others are wrong? For letter A, because she's passive and grieving, not combative. For letter B, because there's no sign and celebration. And for letter D is, she is clearly reacting emotionally. Question number 6. What does the fallen gladiator represent in the painting Spolarium? A. A Roman emperor. B. The downtrodden state of the Philippines caused by colonizer. C. A spectator of the Colosseum. And D. A victorious warrior. The correct answer is B. The downtrodden state of the Philippines caused by colonizer. The fallen gladiators are metaphors for the Filipino, particularly the oppressed and exploited during the Spanish colonial era. They embody defeat, suffering, and resistance crushed by oppressive powers. Why others are wrong? For letter A, because emperors did not fight as gladiators. For letter C, because spectators watched, they weren't victims. For letter D, the gladiators is clearly dead, not victorious.
For question number 7, what values does the violence and cruelty in the painting Spolarium personify? Letter A, peace and harmony. Letter B, feminine qualities. Letter C, key elements of Roman life, including religious practice and masculine virtue. Or letter D, modern technology. The correct answer is letter C. Key elements of Roman life, including religious practice and masculine virtue. The violence represents the harsh entertainment culture in ancient Rome, where strength and dominance were praised. It reflects the glorification of masculine virtue and religion tied with violence and spectacle. Why others are wrong? Letter A, peace and harmony, because the scene is brutal and sorrowful. And letter B is not feminine qualities because the focus is on male brutality and dominance. And letter D, modern technology, which is unrelated to Roman or colonial themes. For question number 8, what does Juan Luna's painting Spolarium contribute to understanding about the Philippine context during his time? Letter A, the advancement of technology. Letter B, the brutality and meaningful context of the Philippine society. Letter C, the beauty of nature. And letter D, the simplicity of daily life. The correct answer is letter B, the brutality and meaningful context of the Philippine society. Spolarium serve as a mirror to Filipino society under Spanish rule. It reflected oppression, injustice, and a cry for dignity. Luna gave voice to silent suffering through his art. Why others are wrong? For letter A, advancement of technology, simply because it's not the focus of the painting. Letter C, beauty of nature. The painting is not a nature-themed artwork. And for letter D, simplicity of daily life. The painting depicts extraordinary brutality, not everyday life.
For question number 9, what values does Juan Luna's painting Spolarium reflect relevant to his time and ours? A. Values standing against oppression and violence in society. B. Values advocating for inequality. C. Values supporting dictatorship. Or D. Values promoting war and conflict. The correct answer is letter A. Values standing against oppression and violence in society. Why letter A is correct? Because Spolarium is a timeless work advocating for justice, freedom, and resistance against abuse. Its message remains relevant as we still face various forms of inequality and violence today. Why others are wrong? Letter B, inequality, because the painting criticizes it, not supports it. Letter C, dictatorship, because it's against tyrannical rule. And letter D, war and conflict, because it shows the cruelty of violence, not support for it. For question number 10, what artistic elements enable Juan Luna's Spolarium to exemplify his artistry according to Torres? A. Smooth blending, uniform lighting, straight lines, small proportions. B. Abstract shapes, random colors, soft lines, irregular proportions. C. Minimalist approach, monochromatic palette, geometric shapes, exaggerated proportions. Or letter D. Brush strokes, interplay of light and shadow, jagged lines, heroic proportions. The correct answer is letter T. Brush strokes, interplay of light and shadow, jagged lines, and heroic proportions. Why letter D is correct? Juan Luna used dynamic brush strokes, dramatic lighting or chiaroscuro, and large heroic figures to emphasize emotion and scale. These elements reflect his mastery and ability to tell stories visually. Why others are wrong? For letter A, because it's too calm and static for the emotion shown. For letter B, because it describes modern art, not Luna's realist style. And for letter C, because Luna used rich detail and color, not simplicity.